Some people wait for the right moment, and some people wait for the permission. And then there are people who just build. No blueprints, no guarantee, no safety net. Just a belief what they are building matters, and discipline to show up until it does. Welcome to Behind the Build, episode 2. Hey guys, this is Ahmed Raza Khan with Behind the Build, and today my guest is Heather Khan.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, Heather, before we get into everything, who are you really when none of the titles are in the room?
My name is Heather Ali Khan. I am a professional boxer. I am a realtor, content creator, born in California, actually, which is funny because what am I doing over here? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big question, right? Just very cliche, hard worker, dedicated to the things I do, family, things that make me better, things that I know that are going to be beneficial to me in the future, right? And just overall, just a person who tries his best to take care of his family and do things the right way despite how society is moving and wants you to move.
Yeah.
It's tough to say because I believe in not being split. So when you ask me that, it's more of when you ask me who I am, I don't really have a split personality when it comes to that. It's just I am who I am. Right. So the person you see working hard in the ring or the person you see in the gym is very similar person who's outside.
Right.
So the only difference I would say is that there's more of an animalistic me when it comes to being in the ring or in the gym versus outside more civilized and just a more calmer version of myself.
Were you always be like that person?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I actually grew up a very soft, timid person, actually. I started boxing when I was, I want to say, six years old.
Okay.
Right? My father made me box. He put me into it. And the only reason he made me do it was because I had older cousins.
Yeah.
So anytime they would come over, and they were at that age, when you're 5 and your cousin is 7, 8, it's a big difference, right? So he would make us fight. And every time I would get beat up every time. And I'd be crying and this and that. And I would look for ways out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So he said, look, I don't want to raise a soft kid,
Yeah.
a kid who can't hold his own. So he just put me into boxing. And I didn't like it because, like I told you, I was very soft-hearted, don't like to fight, don't like to do those kind of things.
Right.
And I just kind of stuck to it. And then from there, it just kind of blossomed into something where, I realized that boxing, like life,
Yeah.
it's a fight, right?
Okay.
So the harder you fight at life, just like boxing, chances are that you would win, right?
So take me back to growing up in LA. What was the world like for you?
Oh, man. So I born in 94, so early 90s, right?
Okay.
So even when 2000s hit, you know how that was back in those times, right?
Yeah.
The 2000s were great.
Yeah.
Life changed after 2006 where, social media and the
Right.
internet really took over. But
Right.
at that time, when you're a kid, you don't have many worries, right? Like my biggest worry at that time was, are we going to go to Disneyland? Or are we going to go to Six Flags this weekend?
Yeah.
What toy am I going to have for my birthday? Or are we going to go to the toy store and are my grandfather or my father going to buy me a game? Like that was the only thing. So, and then you grew up in LA.
Yeah.
The weather is nice. People are always happy, right? It doesn't snow, which is great.
That's right.
And it's always sunny. So you either spend your time at home, at Disneyland, or you go to the beach.
Right.
So, that kind of lifestyle, growing up with that kind of lifestyle kind of spoils you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. So your all the education, like, it was in the LA or it's in Toronto?
No, so I finished up until second grade in California. What happened was because my parents were illegal over there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they came straight from Pakistan, right? So
Okay.
they didn't have American passport, nothing like that. So they were living over. They had business, but they weren't living there with the American papers.
Okay.
So we realized after 9/11 that it's not the best place for us.
Right.
Either they're gonna send us back to Pakistan, or we make a decision. Hey, look, we got to come to Toronto. We had family here, so we're gonna come up over here and test our luck out over here.
So who was the first person that thought, like, if I don't change anything right now, I'm talking about the 9/11 thing, right?
Yeah,
So it was your mom, is your dad,
my mom.
your mom,
My mom,
right?
yeah.
She don't want to live there.
My mom, no, she loved California.
Okay.
Her grandfather, her father lives there. Her mother lived there. You know, her brothers were there. She had family there.
Okay.
But as a mother, she thought, okay, my kids first.
Yeah.
To this day,
Safety, right?
to this day, like
Yeah.
she's that person. Is my kids first. You know, I've never seen a woman like that.
Yeah.
So she was like, okay. She snapped my father into place, as every woman does. You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
the men are
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
You know, the
yeah,
women are the
yeah.
one who kind of say, hey, you know, because we are laser focused
Yeah,
on certain things.
yeah.
Women kind of, you know, and it was a very good decision on her part to bring us here,
Right.
because alternatively we go to Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
Us as kids at that time, spoiled, grew up in California, would not survive in that kind of environment. So yeah, it was her
Nice.
decision to. I resent it because
Yeah.
I like California. I wish I grew up
Exactly,
over there.
because a lot of people, like, who lives in Toronto, they move to LA these
Yeah,
days, right?
yeah.
But
My
it
brother.
was like,
Yeah.
you still wanted to go there?
You know, I would, but I would have to go on my own accord. I would have to go. If I were to go there, it would be okay. I'm comfortable. I can go there. I can make it happen.
Right.
You know, not I have to go there and now I'm still fighting to pay the bills. I'm still fighting to do this, because then I'm still a victim of the circumstances of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can go to Dubai. It's much better.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the same
exactly.
thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But-
We will
tax-free.
discuss about the Dubai journey as well.
Okay, yeah.
But
sure,
not now,
sure.
later.
Yeah.
So, how many siblings you are?
I have two younger brothers.
Younger brothers?
Two younger
Okay,
brothers,
so
yeah.
you are the older
I'm
one.
the eldest. Yeah.
How's the responsibility like?
It's okay, not too bad. My younger brother, so I have a baby brother, then
Mm-hmm.
there's my middle brother. Him and me are only 2 years apart.
Okay.
So we always make a joke amongst both of us that we are the same stupid, because
Right.
we grew up together. So technically it's like there's no difference. There's 2 years.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
really
yeah.
make much of a difference. We used to fight and do all that stuff,
Right,
right?
right.
But we grew up as men understanding that although brothers fight, there's always love. We may argue, we may butt heads, but you're still my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
may hate you 1 second, but the next second,
Second, obviously, we're brothers.
you're my best friend. You know what I mean? Like realistically, and that's what my father would always tell us. Like, look, you will go out there and you'll meet millions of people,
Right.
and as I have, but nobody will have your back like your brother does. And I never understood it, because I'm like, I hate this guy. When I
Yeah.
was young, I hated my brother. You know, I hated him. Like, bro, like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Now I have to share my toys with you. See, I'm
Yeah.
a spoiled kid.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to share my toys with you.
Yes.
You're telling me I have to share my video games with you too?
Yeah.
No, I hated that. But you grew up realizing that, you know what, that sharing meant that you guys are one. And because you guys are one, you guys can tackle the world together, and two heads are always better than one, right?
That's true.
And
Yes.
then I had the third one, not me, but the third
Yeah,
brother,
the
right?
third brother, yeah.
He's the baby brother, you know what I mean? So the relationship between me and him
Yeah.
and my younger brother and him is very different.
Different,
right?
exactly.
Because he's the baby of the family. So
Yeah.
he almost got treated like the baby,
Yeah.
but when he stands beside me, he's taller than me. So
Okay.
how can I treat him like a baby when he's, you know? So even with him, right? Like he would, like, in the beginning, I would wake him up in the morning, 4
Okay.
o'clock in the morning. All right, buddy, let's go. We're going to the gym.
Okay.
That's all I knew.
Yeah.
That's Kobe Bryant would wake up 3:30, 4 o'clock.
All right.
The Rock, Muhammad Ali, all these guys that I watched. So I said,
Yeah.
okay, that's my blueprint.
Right.
So I would do the same with him, right? So we grew a relationship
Yeah.
through the gym.
Right.
And now we're like all three of us, different relationships,
Right.
but the same relationship, you know?
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
yeah.
When did you start your career? At
Um,
what age?
boxing career? Or just,
Like the professional career?
okay, well, professionally, right now I sell real estate, right?
Yeah.
So I started that 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the boxing?
Boxing I got into a little late because when I did start when I was young, but then I ended up going to school and I ended up in high school I played football.
Mhm.
So I kind of ditched boxing in total, right? Because I'm like, I want to play football. I was really good at it. I wanted to take that to the next level. I went to California, played in a junior college, played out over there, hurt my knee, came back, really depressed.
Yeah.
Met with my coach from when I was young. And then from there, it was just like we took it off, right? So I want to say I started back up again when I was maybe 19,
Okay.
19, 20.
Okay.
And then from there, I stuck to it.
So you got into the commercial real estate, right?
Yeah,
And which is not where the most people start with.
right.
So like, how did that happen?
By mistake.
By mistake?
By mistake.
Okay.
So like every realtor, you start
Right.
off residential,
Yeah.
right? You start off with leases. And by
Yeah.
the way, realtors, everybody knows, we don't like to do leases because it's so much work
Yeah.
for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So we do it for people if we want to help them or to start your career off because it's a good way to get your feet wet.
Right.
So you start off with that and then you get into residential sales. But when I got into commercial, it was literally by mistake. I was just scrolling, I think on Instagram, and I got in touch with somebody and he happened to have a commercial listing. And I happened to remember that I met with someone at a convention
Yeah.
and he just wanted to buy something commercial and connected the dots. I said, okay. So I called that guy up. I said, hey, I have something, you may like it.
Yeah.
You know, so I connected that. I represented him. He represented the seller. And then just from there, and then I started realizing commercial real estate is not what you see on the internet.
Right.
It's more of referrals. So it's who you know,
Yeah.
right? So because a lot of these commercial listings are off market.
Right.
They don't know about them because the sellers don't want the banks to know about it, that they're selling. If the product is on the market for too long, then what happens is it has a bad reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to do that. Although commercial listings stay on the market longer than residential,
Right.
but they don't want to put it on the MLS or realtor.ca because they're like, if it stays there, then people know it's not really worth what I'm trying to ask, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's how I got into commercial. And then from there, it's just been a snowball effect and ups and downs in the game, just like everything. But
So you said it was a mistake, right?
yeah, by
So
mistake.
how often did you feel like, okay, no, this is not for me?
Every day,
Every day?
even
Okay.
today.
Even today?
Yeah.
So you are still doing the commercial?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For real estate,
Yeah.
right?
I think people feel that way that it's not for me when they realize that's not what you thrive for.
Right.
It's not in the heart.
Yeah.
It pays the bills, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you always see people who are hyper successful, they're unhappy. It's not because they say, money doesn't bring happiness.
Right.
Yes and no, right? Money brings happiness when you are paying the bills, when the bills are paid.
Yeah.
But does it bring happiness when you're not chasing your passion?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's 100%. You can see me, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
It always like, I love doing business,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like my passion is like filmmaking,
Yeah.
right?
I can
I
tell.
was like, no, I have to do it.
Yeah.
And I, more often, like I tell my wife, if there is a day where I have to quit everything and then start it over, so I'll do filmmaking.
Yeah.
And not the tech business or marketing agency, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand. So what's the biggest winning you have ever had in real estate?
The biggest win, eh?
Yeah.
I would have to say the biggest win was my first deal.
The first deal?
First deal.
How much was that?
20,000 maybe.
Okay.
Right. Then I sold a house.
That was like the profit? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying maybe
commission,
like
right.
it's small. 20,000 is a lot of money, right? But the reason it was my biggest win is because it was my first one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always the first one that's the hardest because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You try, you fail. And then when you hit that first one, it's like, oh, you get that sigh of relief.
Yeah.
So definitely my first one was that. Remember I told you as a kid, I was very timid, very shy. So even getting into real estate for me was kind of tough because now I have to talk to people. No,
Yeah.
now I have to go and knock on people's doors.
Right.
I would do cold calling,
Yeah.
and I would pray, don't pick up, don't pick up, don't pick up. Because I'm like, no, don't pick up, like,
Yeah.
and then when they pick up, you get this big lump in your throat, like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what do I say now?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So coming over that hump was okay.
Right.
But when I say it's not exciting is because, like, I say I'm a boxer, right?
Right.
The excitement, the thrill, the push of like that adrenaline.
Yeah.
I don't get that with real estate.
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
Now, maybe that's why, I'm a victim of the trend sometimes because
Right.
I'm not taking that excitement into here.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's like taking a lion and caging him.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like when I'm a realtor, right?
Okay.
But when you put me in the gym or the boxing ring, I feel alive. I feel good. I just feel,
I saw that in your videos, like, you were so motivated
Yeah.
and the energy
yeah.
and the shiny face that I see on the videos, like you can tell, like, okay, this guy is very happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a career stability,
Yeah.
a track record, and you walk away to start from zero. So how did it happen? Like when we say like start from the zero, right? So walk me through the decision.
The decision was, man, so I was boxing.
Yeah.
I was making my way up, I had my first fight.
Right.
I lost my first fight.
Okay.
I lost to somebody who had no business beating me.
Okay.
I should not have even lost that. Like not even past the first round, right? Things escalated. I got to my second fight, won my second fight. And then shortly after the second fight, my coach, who was with me since I was 12, randomly passed away.
Oh,
Just out of the blue.
sorry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in California. And what's so weird about this is that, talk about sixth sense, right? I was in California. I'm with my wife at the time. I'm over there, right, with her.
Yeah.
And we're just enjoying having fun. I'm literally living my childhood with her, going
Right.
to
Yeah.
Disneyland, doing all those fun
Yeah.
things. Like
Yeah.
I was at a very, you say cloud
Energetic.
nine,
Yeah,
cloud
okay.
nine,
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah. Yeah.
with my wife, Los Angeles. Life can't get any better than this, right? In my mind, it's like, message coach, call him. Just message him,
Yeah.
call him every day.
The intuition.
Yeah, intuition, right? I even pulled my phone out to text him. Hey, coach, how you doing? Love you. I miss
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
See you soon. When I come back, we're going to get back to it. I didn't send the message because something came up. My wife said something. I got distracted, put the phone away. I came back, and the very day I come back, I get a phone call. Hey, he's in the hospital.
Okay.
And I'm like, shut up. What are you talking about? He's not going to make it. I'm like, stop playing a joke on me? What were you talking about, right? And a few days later from that, he passed, right? And it was tough. It was very tough for me because in a way, he was like a father to me,
Okay. Yeah.
we would train. We would train in his basement. It's not like he had a big fancy gym,
Yeah.
right? But we would train in his basement for like 2-3 hours. And then afterwards we would sit down and talk about whatever's going on in the world or, what's happening. And his loss was a big, big hit on me. Right.
Okay.
And after that, it was just like, I kind of just went into a shell. Right. Maybe 2 years after that, for
Okay.
2 years, I was just in a shell. I couldn't hit a bag.
Yeah.
I would try to hit a bag and I would get emotional. Like I'd be like, I just couldn't do it. Right. And then I don't know what happened, but I looked myself in the mirror and I said to myself, okay, man, like I understand.
That's
You're
too
hurting.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. And like, not just that, like, this is how you pay homage to him. This is how you respect him. This is how you respect your last name.
Yeah.
Like, do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, people come, people go. And it's in the Quran, bro. People come, people
Yeah.
go. This is a
Yeah.
way of life, right?
Yep.
You can't dwell on it like that. You can carry it with you, but you have to get better, right? So you want to really live life in his name with his legacy, then you got to do it the right way. So I just, in the drop of a hat, the next day I said, okay. And I just woke up in the morning. I said, I'm going to the gym today. And I just started going and going and going. The first week was very hard
Yeah.
because it's like how 2 years you don't do anything. And then all of a sudden you say, okay, I'm doing it, right?
Yeah.
Body was hurting. Mind was telling me sleep in. And I just decided no. You know, it was a decision. It was literally a decision.
That's good. I was actually about to ask this question, like, how was the first day when you head back to the gym,
Yeah.
right? And how it feels like bodily
Yeah.
motivation,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, none of that. You have no motivation.
Yeah.
Your body hurts.
Yeah, exactly. And then you come back
Yeah.
and you'll be like, okay, no,
Yeah.
you have to rethink again.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is it worth it to do it or no?
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, because when I was looking myself in the mirror, it was just like,
Right.
I didn't like what I saw.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't like it.
yeah. Was there a moment where you thought, maybe I made a mistake?
Oh, many times. Many times.
Like,
But it depends on what.
coming back to the boxing
No.
after a few days, like, when you're so tired
No.
into the bed and you'll be like,
Actually, that tells me that I made a good decision.
Yeah.
Because I sleep like a baby.
okay,
I sleep like a baby, man. Because you're sore after boxing.
yeah,
And for the fighters will know, like when you go to the boxing, lifting weights
Right.
versus going to the boxing gym, two
Right.
different things.
yeah,
Because when you go boxing, you'll have parts of your body, muscles of your body that you never knew existed,
right.
and they hurt.
I know. Yeah, every single time when I go to the gym, and I feel the same way.
Yeah,
Like, but it gives you like more motivation as well, like to hit
Absolutely.
the gym again,
absolutely.
like the next day.
Absolutely.
But if you skip like 3 or 4 days,
Yeah.
then you are on the zero again.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So there is a story you haven't really spoken about. The Dubai story. You flew across the world for a fight that never happened. What went down?
It was not a decision to go there
Okay.
to fight this person.
Okay.
It just so happened that the events that were taking place during that time, that this person happened to be there.
Who was that person?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking not to fight him,
Okay.
just to spar with him.
Okay.
And mind you, I'm maybe at this point only 20, 25 days into my fitness journey back in. But the way my mentality is that I always want to test myself with the best of the things I can do.
Right.
So I said, okay, since I'm going there,
Yeah.
why not?
Okay.
Why I didn't, by the way, I haven't hit a bag at this point. I haven't sparred with anybody. I maybe ran 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
But I told myself, if I know who I am,
Yeah.
right? If
Yeah.
I think I know who I am, if that makes any sense,
Right.
if I am that person, I'll be able to go 15 rounds with this guy, even if he breaks my nose, breaks my jaw.
Yeah.
I will still go the distance. I will die before I let him beat me.
Yeah.
You know? So it was my friend's wedding
Okay. In Dubai.
in Dubai.
Okay.
He was getting married.
Okay.
And it just so happened to line up so perfectly. So I just I went there and I said, okay, I'm going to try to find you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw like you were every single day you were just trying to chase him,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You went to the gym,
Yeah.
you waited him outside,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So how was it experience? Like you haven't seen him and you just keep coming like every single day and show up like, okay, where is the Andrew Tate?
Well, yeah. It's like going to the gym,
Right.
right? It's delayed gratification, right?
Right.
You go to the gym to build your bicep, but it's not going to build the first day, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep showing up.
Yeah.
So the first day I showed up to the gym, I thought that he's going to be there early.
Right.
So I got there at 9:00 in the morning.
Okay.
Mind you, I just came to Dubai maybe 2 days ago,
Okay.
and they're like a full different time zone over
Yeah.
there. So no problem. I'm going to show up.
Yeah.
I showed up there groggy, tired, no problem. 9:00 in the morning. I find out from the lady who was working there that he's going to be there at 1:00. I looked at my watch. I said, it's 9:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
No problem. I waited.
Okay.
I waited
Until 1.
until 1. He wasn't there. I said, okay, like what's going on? I said, fine, maybe if he's not going to come, the least I can do is get a workout in.
Right.
So I worked out from 1 to 4. I had nothing to eat but a
Yeah.
banana that day. Okay?
Okay.
But I said, no problem. It's
Right.
okay. You know, it's
Right.
no big deal.
Right.
I'm used to Ramadan, not a problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't show up, right? Funny enough, when I got into my Uber, I got onto the road. I saw two of his team members pull in,
Okay.
but I was too far out for me to kind of pull back in.
Right.
In retrospect, I should have said to the Uber driver, "You listen, get out of here. I'm going back," you know? But I didn't. So I think I missed my opportunity at that point.
Right.
But day after that, I showed up again. I showed up again at different times. But I just never ran into him.
What made you believe that it was real?
As in, like, he was real, like he was there.
Yeah.
Well, I went full FBI mode.
Okay.
I
So
followed,
you were researching everything.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I followed every single one of his accounts. He has like 30 accounts.
Right.
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything. You know what I mean? His coaches, his team members, every single person, just to see where he's gonna be, right? And I would just watch their stories. I would watch their posts. I said, okay, he's at this gym.
Yeah.
Now he had 4 different gyms he would go to in Dubai.
Yeah.
Now I said, I can go to either all 4, or I can just kind of roll my dice
Right.
and try to find him at the one. Because if I go to this one and he's there, then tomorrow I go to this one, he's here. I'm never really gonna connect. But if I stay at this one,
Right.
I just might, right? Didn't turn out that way. The last day, however, actually there was something funny that happened before that, but I'll tell you this then I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that after. So the last day, I'm like, you know what? Hail Mary. I'm gonna go. It's the last day here. Even my wife is like, what are you doing? You know, she didn't know I'm looking for Andrew Tate.
Right.
I just told her I'm looking for, there's a big boxer here.
Yeah. So the whole time you didn't tell her?
I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell anybody. Because I believe in, like, you know what? Do it, then tell.
Yeah.
At the same time, she's not a big fan of Andrew Tate.
Okay.
So imagine if I told her, hey, I'm looking for Andrew Tate.
She'll like sit
She'd
here.
be like, sit down. What are you doing, right? Right? Because then, so I didn't tell her. I didn't tell anybody, right?
Okay.
I think only my brothers knew.
Yeah.
But they were all doing Canada, right? And one in LA.
Yeah.
But the last day, I ran into 2 of his team members.
Right.
One of them had a fight on the same card, the same event.
Right.
And so I walked up to the one team member who was coaching the other guy. I said, hey, I'm looking for Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
And it's funny because these guys, the way they talk on social media, it's exactly how they are in real life. This guy did not give me time or day. He had a very stuck-up personality, which honestly, I respected it because it's like, you know what? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Right? And he said that to me. He's like, just don't waste your time.
Yeah.
He's like, get the F out of here.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, 2 things process in my head. How am I going to let another grown man speak to me like that?
Yeah.
Secondly, am I being stupid? Right? Right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, look, man, I'm not a fan. Okay, so don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of his.
Yeah.
I'm here to spar with him.
Yeah.
Because the guys you're sparring with, frankly, they're not doing the job. Your boy is going to lose.
Right.
Right? Like, he's going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a look that he's never had before. And all I need, maybe an hour. That's it. I don't want pictures. I don't want any of that.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? A lot of people come here and they ruin his workouts. I'm like, buddy, I understand.
Right.
I hate ruining people's workouts.
Right.
I'm not like that. I'm here for business.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not here for no money, nothing.
Yeah.
Right. If I show you my DMs, I DM'd him, his coaches, his other accounts, his parody accounts, everybody. Cause I'm like, hey, even his management account.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm coming to Dubai.
Right.
I want to get work. Right. So I really went full-fledged into it. Right.
Right.
So long story short, he told me to get lost.
At what moment did you know like something is going wrong in a wrong direction?
When it came to like that moment or just overall?
Yeah, in that moment.
When he wasn't giving me time or day. When he told me to F off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, at that point I'm like,
nah.
And it's also my last day, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was one of those things where last ditch effort.
Yeah.
So you really just go all out.
Yeah.
And it was just like, at that point, when it came to the last day and I didn't meet him, I didn't get in touch with him. At that point, I knew, I'm like, you know what? Chances are very slim because what are the chances I run into him today, right?
Is there any moment that you feel like embarrassed or something? Like, why I came here and I haven't met him and you feel embarrassed, like, okay, I don't have to talk to these people, right? No.
Not at all.
You'll be like, okay, no.
Embarrassment, I feel when you strive for something,
right.
Some people, when you strive for greatness or when you strive to achieve something,
right.
There's no embarrassment in failing,
Right.
right? Because you attempted something that people are too afraid to even think of,
Yeah.
right? So, look, you're going to fail more times than you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
It's funny because the thing I was telling you about that happened before me meeting into his teammates,
Yeah.
I went to his penthouse.
Oh, really?
I went to his penthouse, yeah.
Pagani penthouse, right?
Pagani penthouse.
Okay.
I showed up in the dead of night. I think it was, I was at so after the wedding had happened.
Right.
A day or two later, we all as friends, the friends and family, like us, the cousins and the friends and everyone, we met up at this shisha slash restaurant.
Okay.
And we all went there and I'm with my friends. I'm sitting there. The only thing going through my mind is, okay, tonight, I'm going to go to his penthouse.
Okay.
Okay, he's not going to meet me at the gym?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I know where you live, man.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You got it. So I showed up. And my heart was beating because I'm like,
Right.
this is a high profile guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He has bodyguards with guns.
Right.
Like, if I show up unannounced,
Yeah.
they pull a gun on me, okay, khalas,
Yeah,
what's going on, right?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
yeah.
Not going to shoot me in Dubai, but it's like one of those things. And I'm just like, but still, I'm like, no, it's okay. I set my mind to something. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I showed up to his penthouse. I went to the front foyer. I got in there and I lied. I'm like to the guy at the front. I'm here to meet Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm, Haider Ali Khan. I'm here from Toronto. I'm here to spar the guy. I have a meeting with him.
Okay.
He's like, oh, you have a meeting with him? I said, yes. The guy sat down, took a picture of my passport,
Right.
sent it to his management,
Okay.
who sent it to him or sent it to his coach, or maybe I think it sent directly to him.
Yeah.
And
he denied.
He denied me.
Yeah.
He denied me.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know him.
He's like, I don't know. I don't have a meeting with this guy.
Right.
Right? Fair. He didn't have a meeting with me.
Exactly.
I lied.
Yeah.
I took a shot in the dark.
Right.
9 times out of 10, you take a shot in the dark. You're not always going to hit it.
Yeah.
At least you took the shot, right?
But it would be great, like, if you met him.
I would have loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like 10 second, right?
Yeah.
I know, like, I believe in that. Like, if you meet him, you probably get some chance to spare him.
I would have.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would have. Because just the way I would have approached him, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah.
What did the experience actually?
What I feel like?
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Just because, like, after 2 years of not doing anything, no excitement,
Right.
finally,
Yeah.
I'm doing something.
Yeah.
And not only that, I was in Dubai.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand this.
Yeah.
There's Los Angeles.
Right.
There's Miami.
Yeah.
Right. I was standing at the bottom of Pagani condos,
Yeah.
and there's a guy that lives up there
Yeah.
in a $22 million penthouse.
Right.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
He has $22 million to spend on a penthouse, let alone on his cars.
Yeah.
Imagine, I am literally maybe 100 feet away from a man like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When will I get an opportunity like that in Toronto?
Never.
No.
Yeah.
Will I get an opportunity like that in California? Never. The fact that I was able to do it, why? Because I told myself I can do it. I failed, fine,
Yeah.
but I was 100 feet away. I missed him the last day by 2 hours because I showed up at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
He came up at, I think he was there like 11.
In the morning.
I missed him. So literally, I only missed this guy by 100 feet in 2 hours.
Your and his metrics didn't match then.
Well, yeah, not just metrics, but everything, man. These levels, yeah.
So, what lesson did you learn with this event that happened?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. People are gonna, like everything you do in life, people are gonna find some way to bring you down.
Right.
People are gonna find some way to say that's a stupid idea, or you shouldn't be doing that. Just go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Right.
You're gonna fail.
Yeah.
At least when you fail, you'll have a story to tell.
Yeah.
If I didn't go for it, I would not be sitting here today being able to tell you the story that,
Exactly.
hey, I went to his penthouse.
Yeah.
He got my passport. Andrew Tate has my passport picture.
Yeah.
He looked at it and said, I don't know this
No.
guy. I don't know this guy. He maybe got scared. I don't know. Right? But it's like, if I didn't go for it, I would not have been in that proximity, that close
Right.
to an individual of that high standard. Now, a lot of people probably don't like him. Fine. Understandable, right? Take Andrew Tate out of the equation.
Right.
I was there.
Yeah.
Not only was I around people like him, but if you look around that city, there is so much money, so much successful people.
Yeah.
There's sports cars, exotic sports cars driving up and down the street.
Yeah.
You're around these people. And I love the saying that closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
Because look, if your mouth is gonna be closed the whole time,
Yeah.
you're not gonna eat, right?
Yeah.
So you have to bite more than you can chew and figure a way to chew it.
That's right.
At that moment, I said, okay, hey, this is a do or die. Because I know in my mind, I already thought about it. I said, look, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna spar him. I'm not going for anything. I'm just going to test myself.
Right.
But from what I've seen on social media and all those things, I said, okay, hey, look, if I give him a good sparring session, he's gonna take care of me in a way as in like he'll give me a nice Rolex at least, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a bragging piece, right? So I could do that. But on top of that, forget the Rolex, forget what he would have paid me if he did, if he would have, right? It was what I was able to achieve when coming from my lowest and what I became at the end of that.
Is there anything that you want to prove to yourself?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
A lot of things, to be honest. But the number one thing that I think I really want to prove to myself is that I'm capable.
Yeah.
I'm capable, that I can do it, you know?
Right.
Growing up, you know, when you have big dreams and aspirations, everybody around you will tell you you're be realistic, which I hate. It's not possible, right? So I kind of did grow up with a chip on my shoulder, right? Just because of certain circumstances that happened in life and who I was to what I became.
Right.
But yeah, that is one thing that I really look myself in the mirror and I tell myself that, yes, that's the one thing that when I'm maybe in my deathbed, I want to be able to say that I did it. Yeah.
Nice. You said faith is at the center of everything. And I would like to understand what it actually means in your day-to-day life. The real version. Faith.
Yeah, that's a good one. More than I thought it ever would. More than I thought I ever would. When I was young, I used to look at the older uncles.
Yeah.
And I used to look at them like, how do you pray 5 times a day?
Yeah.
You know? Why are you telling me you cry when you pray?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I used to be like, come on, grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up, right?
Yeah.
I am that uncle now. You know? I am that uncle now. Like I'll find myself rushing home.
Yeah.
I got to get my namaz.
Yeah.
I have to pray.
Right.
Now, I don't tell anyone that I'm praying. I'll just go quietly, go into my room, close the door, do my wuzu, do my namaz, right? Even if it's just the farz, I still do it.
Yeah.
And even at times I find myself mid namaz and like tears will coming down just because, you know, when you go through hard times and you realize that there is nobody around you, you realize there's only one person you can really rely on.
Yeah. That's God.
That's Allah, man, you know? He's the one thing that no matter what, always have your back.
That's right.
You know? He'll always forgive you, always merciful. Doesn't mean you go and sin.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
All you have to do is call me.
Yeah.
You take one step, I'll run to you.
Yep.
Right? And in hard times, I've always felt that when my back was against the wall and, you know, like the wall is closing in, just look up.
Right.
And just pray. You know? May not be in that very moment that something happens, but one way or another, you will find a way out. So faith for me has been almost an anchor.
Has faith ever cost you in any terms? Relationship, business?
Not really. I tend not to bring faith into business because that's a very touchy subject for people.
Right.
Some people don't like Muslims. I mean, fine, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you don't like us, fine. I don't want to do business with you anyways, right?
Yeah.
But relationship-wise, no. Actually, sometimes I feel like maybe I'm being too much because I'll be like, hey, we should pray, but then I feel like
Yeah.
you shouldn't pressure someone to do it.
Right.
Just tell them,
Yeah.
guide them, and then I find it like he finds a way
Yeah.
to bring you in anyways,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story. I have a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Muslim guy,
Okay.
right? I'm not gonna say no names, but he'll know who
Okay.
he is. He'll know
Yeah.
who he is, right?
Okay.
Muslim guy. Never prayed. Never prayed, never read the Quran, nothing. Tell me how I get a message that he just did his Umrah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was like,
It's like hidayat, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I really realized that when Allah wants you to come
Yeah.
to his house,
Yeah.
he'll call you.
Yeah. He'll call you.
This guy was the last guy I ever expected.
Yeah.
Ever expected.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, he ended up there, right? So, look, if he wants you to be part of his group and his company, he'll come and get you. Right. He'll either bring trials and tribulations into your life that'll give you no way out other than just to get on your knees and pray, or he'll bring some kind of situation where you'll have to understand that, okay, that's the only thing.
Have you ever seen yourself a version like with no faith?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. That was me actually maybe 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. 5-6 years ago.
Did you ever be like, there is no God or something?
I was never that blasphemous.
Okay.
But I looked around, and when I looked at my life and I seen the cards that I was dealt at a very young age, I was like, what the hell, man? And then you go around, you see all this going on around the world.
Yeah.
This turmoil and these things. You start to think, like, is it really, like, do you really exist?
Yeah.
Like, if you really exist,
Yeah.
do something. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? So that was me. I never believed that there was not a higher power.
Yeah.
But I definitely believe that he's not that powerful. Definitely. Muslims to like
Yeah.
to the heart, to the core, right? But
Yeah.
I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah, absolutely.
So let's get back to the ring.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
So we are in the ring and the faith,
Yeah,
right? Let's mix it together.
yeah.
So you are in the ring, you are fighting with someone. What you were thinking at that moment?
You don't think.
Don't think?
No, because if you think, you lose. And that's what happened to my first fight. I was thinking too much.
Okay. When you lose that, right?
Yeah, I lost that because it was weird. What happened was like I went into the first fight.
Yeah.
I was thinking too much. And when as a fighter you think too much, you don't realize your brain is a muscle that also burns calories.
Right.
So you're burning energy while fighting. So you shouldn't be thinking. You should be calculating.
Yeah.
But if you think too much, then you overthink. And as humans, you overthink negatively. That's just in our nature.
Right.
And you end up overthinking things, and then you just end up losing. I blacked out.
Okay.
I started the first round,
Yeah.
came in, threw a jab. I still remember he hit me in the stomach.
Yeah.
I timed it. I said, okay. Right. And then I saw he threw the jab. He left his arm down. I said,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm going to hit him with the right hand. I'm going to end it here.
Yeah.
Right. I go home, go have some pizza. Done,
Yeah. Yeah.
He did it again. I said, okay, perfect. Now I'm doing it, waiting for the third one. Before he threw the third one, I woke up on the ground, third round. I blacked out because what happened was, at least what I like to think,
Right.
I was overthinking. So because I was overthinking, I choked, and my body just kind of went, let me take over.
You were scared at the same time?
Huh?
You were scared?
I was terrified.
Okay.
But I shouldn't have been terrified.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was terrified because my family is watching.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to win this fight.
Right.
So there's so much pressure.
Yeah.
You're supposed to win.
Yeah.
You can't lose to this guy. So pressure, and it was a lot of things.
Right.
And a lot of fighters will understand this. There's you have to leave a part of yourself outside the ring when you enter the ring.
Okay.
What I mean by that is I can't enter the ring like this guy.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's fight. Let's
Yeah,
have
yeah.
No. I gotta enter the ring ready to either die or kill the man in front of me.
Totally a different mindset.
Totally different mindset.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from Kobe Bryant was he was Kobe Bryant outside the court, but on the court, he was the Black Mamba. What does that mean? Alter ego. You have to bring that alter ego in because that's the only time when the worst part of you should take over. Because you can't go into the ring as the best, happy version of yourself.
Exactly.
You got to go in there as a machine, as a dominant machine ready to destroy.
Right.
My problem was I went into that first fight saying, no, I'm going to go in as this guy.
Right.
I'm going to smile. I'm going to do this, which is fine to be a showman.
Right.
Right. But I'm not going to let the beast, the Khan, all the worst parts of me out.
Yeah.
Because I packed him up and put him in a cage when I was very young. And I said, I'm never going to let him out ever again. Right.
Right.
So I think what happened was in my mind, an unstoppable force and an immovable object were clashing.
Right.
Right. And what happens? They surrender. So my mind shut off.
Okay.
My mind could not handle the capacity,
Yeah.
shut off, and my body just went into autopilot.
Okay.
And the reason I say I woke up in the third round was because I remember, boom, and then fell on the ground, and I'm like, did this motherfucker just knock me down? Like, what?
Yeah.
I got up. I'm like, what's going on? I said, okay, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shut off again. And then I woke up
In third round.
in the locker room
Okay.
with a doctor with his lights in my eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Looking at my coach, we go into the change room.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, coach, did he knock me out?
Yeah.
So, no, you lost a decision. I said, what? What are you talking about? I
Right.
lost a decision to this guy? Yeah. I saw the fight for the first time a month later on a streaming service. I just
Okay.
happened to be Googling it. And I was looking at it and screaming at myself. Jab, what are you doing? Throw the right hand.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I realized that because I allowed myself to overthink, my brain shut off. My body just went into autopilot.
Yeah.
It did what it knew, right? And it just shut off.
So you stop fighting after that, or you keep?
No, I kept going. So
okay,
I got into this little hole after that, right? 'Cause I'm like,
Right.
how do I lose to this guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then I told myself, look, man, it's okay. Get
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And it was always like things just kind of worked out. And my coach signed up a second fight for me. We had a
Yeah.
conversation. And then I went into the second fight terrified. Because I'm like, what if it happens again? Right? But it didn't. I didn't overthink it. I went in with single mind. I went in there. Actually, what really made me realize that, I was going to do good was I looked to when we went and faced off against each other, I looked to my right side
Right.
and I saw my family.
Okay.
And I said, no, I can't, not in front of them.
Yeah.
Not this time. You got to be better. Right. And then I said, okay, I just did a dua before,
Yeah.
and
Fate jumps in.
fate jumps in, man. And just like it let me kind of run it. And it was actually a very good fight. And then I won in the
Right.
first round,
Right.
knocked him out. And then that was
Good.
it. Yeah.
How many fights you have been completed up till yet?
Professional, I have two
Two. Okay.
professional fights. Amateur, I don't know. I had quite a bit.
And now you are training for next fights, right? You are training yourself for the boxing. Again?
Yeah. So right now I'm training just to get in shape, right?
Okay.
But because boxing shape and in shape is two very different things. But it's a slow process, obviously, because you have to run every day, you have to train every day, take time off, recover. It's a lengthy process. But yes, I'm training to get back into the ring.
What one lesson did you learn from Muhammad Ali?
always believe in yourself.
That changed your life.
Yeah, always believe in yourself. Because one of his most famous quotes is, forgive me if I'm butchering it, but I believed I was the greatest before anybody else did. Right?
Right.
What does that mean? It means that before anyone else even believed in him, he believed in himself.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone else has to say.
Right.
I don't care what anyone else is thinking.
Yeah.
I'm the best. Right?
Yeah.
So, because in life you face so many obstacles where it forces you to believe you're not the best, or maybe brings you back into reality where maybe I am human.
Right.
Right? So you really have to sit down and brainwash yourself in the sense that no,
Yeah.
despite the circumstances, despite what's happening, despite what I'm going through, I am who I am.
Right. Tell me about what you're building, as much as you are willing to share.
You know, I've on social media you see a lot of people.
Right.
You give somebody a camera, all of a sudden they're an influencer, right?
Yeah.
I run, I do this, I do that.
Right.
No,
Right.
right? We have a lot of fake people out there, right? So what I'm trying to bring to the social media and my community is real stuff.
Cut the noise.
Cut the
basically.
noise, right? Like, I am who I am.
Yeah.
David Goggins is who he is.
Right.
He's the guy. He carries the boats, and the
Yeah.
boats in the lot. He does that.
Yeah.
He lives that life. A lot of people you see, they don't do that stuff. They go there, do 1-2 bicep curls. They look good. 99% of them are on gear. They're
Yeah.
taking all that stuff. I don't do that stuff.
Right.
I just want to be raw, be authentic, and be real to the people that look. Stop following fake people. Stop following the people who are all glitz and glam.
Right.
Be real, because
Yeah.
that physique that they're showing there, it's not attainable naturally. And what they're doing now is they're actually promoting these things. And you have young kids,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, shooting steroids, doing peptides, doing pro hormones.
Right.
It's messing things up. It's setting the wrong example. One thing I learned, the reason Muhammad Ali was actually one of my idols growing up, like I
Right.
looked up to him, is because what he stood for, right? And I always wanted to be someone who stands up for something good rather than just spread the wrong message, right? I can't stand stupidity like that. Will I be friends with people like that? Yeah, sure, whatever, right? But I want to bring an authentic version of myself to social media where people look at me and think, okay, I see him on social media.
Yeah.
He's the same guy off camera.
Right.
There's no difference.
Yeah.
What he talks about, what he preaches, who he is, what he does, he actually lives that. I've been in the ring.
Yeah.
I've got into fights. I've been knocked down. I've been punched. I've knocked people out. I've hurt people. I've been hurt. So I've been through that. I know how to send that message out to people that, hey, look, this is the reality of things.
Right.
This is what it is. I'm real. So I want to build that community of, you don't have to have the best looking physique,
Yeah.
but you have to strive to be the best version of yourself,
Okay.
right?
Okay. So who is this community for?
Anybody, to be honest. Anybody who wants to be better, right?
Okay.
Men, women, kids, everybody, right? I don't want to basically single anybody out. Is big on for men, because nowadays there's this big attack on men. Like if you're super competitive as a man,
Right.
you're toxic. If you are trying to protect your family and you're trying to, keep your wife out of the workforce, you're toxic.
Yeah.
Like I want to just be genuine to men who want to work hard, but at the same time, a vast community of people who are tired of the bullshit.
Right.
They don't want to be around fake noise and fake those
Yeah.
kind of things, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I really want to just inspire anyone who wants to be inspired.
Got it. So is there any platform that you build for them, or is just the social media personal branding that you're doing for
Right
them?
now, just social media.
Okay.
I'm still fairly new onto it in the sense of posting and getting my message out there.
Right.
Still kind of camera shy,
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
not gonna put a camera in front of me and talk, hey, you should today do, like I just never found
Yeah.
myself doing that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm working on that. I'm starting to get a team around me who's gonna start, recording my workouts
Yeah.
properly and so I can get that message out there and help anyone who needs help. To be honest,
Right.
yeah.
So in future, are you planning to do like any um, the courses or something like that for your community?
I might do courses, but I haven't thought about that too much,
Right.
right? But it
Right.
is something on my mind that I would definitely get out there to people because like you can watch all my videos you want, but end of the day, people still want something to read to see how it like a blueprint kind of thing. So
Right.
yeah, absolutely, down the line would be something that I would want to.
Okay. How it feels like building something that's your own, right?
Yeah,
And you're building right now.
yeah, it's
How it feels
hard.
like.
It's hard building. It's also frustrating,
Right.
right? But fun at the same time. But frustrating because when you're in the beginning and you have potential and you know that you have more potential than the people who are already up there,
Right.
that's what's frustrating.
Yeah.
But what I've learned about that is that, you know what, put your blinders on
Yeah.
and just focus.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just focus, because if you're going to be looking at who's up there, then you're going to be stuck in second place, third
Yeah.
place, fourth place.
Yeah.
And you're going to continuously be looking up and thinking, oh man, look at that person, like what he's doing. So, it's frustrating at first to build something because, people don't look at it, or people don't take notice, or it doesn't get out there the way you want it to get out there and you spend so much time on it.
Right.
Just keep going. Right. So keep building, keep building, keep building. It's like, when you're a kid, you're building the Lego.
Right.
At first it's very hard because there's so many pieces.
Yeah.
But if you just keep building, you'll realize, oh my God,
Right.
I've built it. Right. So that's what I feel like on that one. Yeah.
That's nice. And that's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the business, how many times it was a ground level,
Like rock bottom.
yeah, rock bottom,
Yeah.
basically? How many times have you seen that?
A lot of times.
A lot of time.
A lot of times.
Especially in the real estate, like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too much fluctuation these days, right?
Terrible. Terrible. I think I was reading the other day, there was like 22,000, 25,000 listings. I don't know the exact number.
Right.
And only about 220 of those listings were sold, compared to like previous years.
Yeah.
So the thing about being a realtor is that you are a victim of the market, right? If the market is down, chances are you as well will be down. Now, there's a lot of realtors who are doing very well just because they've been in the game for a very long time.
Right.
So they have a reputation. If you have the reputation and you know how to market yourself, then you won't really be a victim to trends or what the market is about. But me personally, rock bottom for me was when I first got into real estate, because I was working a waiter job. I hated the job.
Yeah.
I wanted to get out of it. I thought, okay, hey, I get my real estate license, I'll sell a house the next week.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize the amount of hard work and dedication that goes into being a realtor.
Yeah.
Especially such a saturated market with realtors. I think we have about 80,000 realtors in Toronto alone.
Okay.
Everybody and their grandmother is a
Yeah.
realtor, right? Like
Yeah.
you knock on someone's door,
Yeah.
their goldfish has a realtor license,
Right.
right? So it's a tough market, because now what they started doing is that realtors will give kickbacks and cash back to the client.
Right.
And if you're not willing to do that, then other client will be like, okay, I'll just work with so and so.
Right.
They just got to list my house. That's it. But a lot goes into being a realtor actually as well. But you can't compromise on your integrity, right?
Yeah,
At certain
yeah.
times. So even like recently, the market hit a rock bottom as well. So it's like you really have to figure out how to go with the market, play with your funds and
Right.
do those kind of things with it.
So how's the survival for the real estate people right now?
For a lot of people, they're struggling.
They're
A
struggling.
lot of people are struggling. Even some of the top guys, they're not struggling financially. The top guys, obviously,
Yeah.
they still have their money
Yeah.
and they have money invested in certain things.
Right.
But if you're a new realtor or even like kind of new into the game, you more than likely will be struggling just because right now the market is pretty bad, right?
Right.
Like even I have a few listings that are on the market. It's like not even any showings on those, right?
Yeah.
And they're good listings, but it's just what it is, right?
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in next 5 years?
Actually, that version is looking 5 years ahead.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
but 5 years from now, honestly, I just what I'm building now, that 5 years for me today has achieved that.
Okay.
Right, fighting, boxing, you know, has his investments, has a good family, you know, taking care of his family. Just the man that I envision myself to be. That's who I am 5 years from now. But then that guy is also thinking 5 years ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
What can I do today to become
Yeah.
5 years better, right?
Right.
Because as a man, you know, you're always looking to better yourself in a way, not just for yourself, but for your family, for your wife, your kids, your mother, your brothers, and your family. So they can look at you and say, I want to be like him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right. So, is there anything that you want to tell people like who are more interested in boxing? Right.
Yeah. What my message to anyone wanting to join boxing and move your head.
Yeah.
Keep moving your head, you know,
Right.
don't get caught in the same.
Yeah.
But no, like boxing is not a sport.
Right.
I want to make that very clear.
Right.
It's not a sport.
Yeah.
People die,
Right.
people get hurt,
Right.
people get injured. So you really have to think about it. That is this something I really want to do? It's nice to see the people box and the paychecks they receive,
Right.
or I knock somebody out. But even knocking somebody out, it does something to you,
Right.
because the person that walks into the ring and the person that walks out of the ring, whether it's a winner or a loser, it's never the same person.
Right.
You leave a part of yourself in there. And when you step out the ring, you're a different individual. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you really have to understand that, one, it's not a sport. Two, it is life-changing if you're going to take it that professional route. In a sense, is health-wise is pretty detrimental for a lot of people.
Right.
And it takes a lot of discipline.
Right.
You're going to be misunderstood. You're going to be missing a lot of family parties and dates with your girlfriend, boyfriend.
Right.
It's not easy.
I always ask this question to everyone.
Yeah.
What discipline mean to you?
What discipline means to me. Mike Tyson said this, actually.
And how important is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson said this, and I might butcher it because I didn't memorize the quote.
That's okay.
But he said it, and it was the best way to describe it. Discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it.
Right.
That's a discipline. I hate to run, for example.
Okay.
But I'm up every morning, 4:00,
Yeah.
3:30 in the morning. Not now, it's Ramadan, it's a little different. My schedule has changed.
Right.
But I'm up, snow, heat, rain, I'm running.
Right.
I hate it, but I do it like I love it, because one day I won't be able to run. So today I'm going to do it because I'm able to. And it's only going to make me better.
Yeah.
It's not going to make me worse.
Yeah.
I might be tired afterwards,
Right.
but it's going to make me better. So that's what discipline to me honestly is.
What's something about you that most people miss completely?
I am actually totally opposite of what I post on social media. Not in the sense that the dedication, the hard work, but the whole social aspect of it.
Right.
You know, I'm one of those guys that I'm driven, hardworking, and you know, when I see something, I go for it. But realistically, what I truly, truly want, and people don't understand, they see me outgoing and very outspoken and
Right.
talkative. I'm actually quite opposite. I personally just want to go purchase some land in Pakistan, build a house,
Okay.
build a farm,
Right.
and disappear
Okay.
off the grid. You know, be in peace and just be away from what society and the world is really moving towards, which is
Right.
actually a total shit show.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but I just want to do that. You know, I just want to be around my family,
Yeah.
have a bunch of kids, and just like Thanos at the end of Avengers
Right.
Infinity War, just watch the sunset, man.
Yeah.
You know, do what I was meant to do in this world,
Right.
inspire who I was meant to inspire, and just completely afterwards, just gone.
Gone.
Nobody, no phone.
Right.
If you know me, if you know of me, like you will only know where I'm at if I want you to know.
I wish we ever do that.
Listen,
right?
I wish I could do that,
Yeah,
right? I love social media. I love all these things. But down to my core, I just want to disappear and just
yeah,
be at peace, you know what I mean?
right, right.
But obviously after accomplishing everything that I want to
Yeah,
accomplish.
for sure.
Otherwise, then there's going to be a big, on my deathbed, there's going to be the ghost of what could have been.
Right, right.
But that's something that,
Before we end our show
yeah,
today, what's the piece of advice that you want to give to the viewers?
it's a good question. That's a very
Yeah,
good question. There's a lot of things that I can say, but if there's one thing that I could really leave people with is that be be that beacon of hope for somebody, right?
right,
Because you never know who's watching. So always do your best to set the right example, send the right message, because once again, someone could be watching and your message could change the life of somebody who was looking for that,
right,
right? So not saying always, because we're not going to always be able to do the right thing,
right,
but try your best to be the best version of yourself, not just for you, but for the future generations,
right.
because our time is done.
That's true.
We have maybe 10, 20 years to really make a difference, right? Our job here now is to set the right example for the next people and the next generation, because they are the ones who are going to be able to change the world
Right.
or destroy the world and make it worse or better.
Thank you so much, Heather, for coming to my show.
Thank you for having me.
We'll talk soon.
Absolutely.
The person sitting across from me is not here by accident. He got here because he never gave up. This is Ahmad Raza Khan with Behind the Belt.